This is Paul Pearson, host of Star Time. And when I'm not being reprimanded by traffic cops, I'm listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
And welcome to our live studio audience for another exciting edition of Did You Know? And here we go with round one. Did you know?
COVID vaccine is free and easy to get. You don't need insurance or an appointment to get your vaccine. Vaccines are available at many locations near you.
And now we're going to double the value. Did you know?
The COVID-19 vaccine is always free of cost. You can visit pharmacies, community health centers, and other health providers in your neighborhood.
And now for the lightning round. Did you know?
The Delta variant of COVID is a mutation that has health experts worried because it's twice as contagious.
Then for our finale. Did you know?
The best way to protect yourself from the COVID Delta variant is to get fully vaccinated. Get your vaccine today.
Find out more at kingcounty.gov/vaccine. Did you know?
Greetings. This is your host, DJ Neftali, Rainier Avenue Radio.world, the best DJ in the Seattle area. You can catch me every Monday at 8 p.m. on YouTube. Like I said, this is DJ Neftali, the best reggae in Seattle, Washington, the best radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Mom. Right?
Oh, we want to pump you up today. This is God Is, and we're doing a lot of different things in your community. We want to make sure we get in touch with each and every person it is. And so go to our Instagram, Facebook, tweet. We doing it all in your community. Go to our website also. Look us up, Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Inspirational gospel music and also God Is Talk Show. Miss Dinah doing it all as we doing it right here on your favorite community radio station. So look us up. Go to our website. This is God Is, an inspirational gospel music.
If you or a family member are 55 or over and need nursing home level care, but want to keep living where you are, check out Providence Elder Place PACE. This program offers healthcare, housing, transportation, and recreational activities. There are no co-pays or deductibles, and it's covered through Medicare and Medicaid. Providence Elder Place PACE works to keep you healthy and in your home. Call 206-320-5325 or visit providence.org Elder Place. Providence.org Elder Place.
Rainier Avenue Radio, your community radio station will provide you with more information. Rainier Avenue Radio.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Clean Greens Living Live, broadcasted on Rainier Avenue Radio. It is your host, Queen Bree, and Robyn T. Hey, Robyn, how's it going?
It's going great, Queen Bree. You look fantastic.
I was about to say, we got the memo. Women in black.
Love it when that works out. Okay.
You look nice, too. And fun, earrings, everything. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I even put on lipstick a little bit for once. But yes, let's get the show started and take a quick moment to acknowledge that we are on the traditional land of the first people of Seattle, the Salish people, Coast Salish people, past and present, and honor with gratitude the land itself. We also want to offer the opportunity to let anyone that was affected by displacement in the Black community in the central area of Seattle to get in touch with us and share your story. On behalf of the Black Dollar Days Task Force, King County Reparations Project, and I would also like to thank Cuddy Fresh for making our original theme music.
Nice. Well, let's hop into these announcements. Oh my God, guys. We went to our youth garden this past weekend, everything worked out. I mean, it was supposed to have rained, it was supposed to have snowed, but we had nothing but sunshine, a little overcast. But we were able to get some of the grounds turned over. The kids had so much fun, and we're coming back. We're coming back sooner than we thought. We wanted to start the show. We wanted to start in May, but we're going to do some planting April 23rd. So if you're very interested in helping us plant in our youth garden and you have youth ages 5 to 18, please contact us. You can DM us on Instagram at cleangreensfarmmarket.com, or you can email blackdollarcleangreens@gmail.com. Or Robyn, you want to shoot them your email?
Yeah. There's another email address, cleangreensfarmmarket@gmail.com. And that kind of matches the website. You can also get in touch with us via the contact page on our website. There's a submit form. And that website is cleangreensfarmmarket.com. Yeah, we might, no pressure to our fantastic producer, we might have some pictures from that event that we can throw up at some point during the show. It was perfect. It was so lovely. And we are doing that at, I like to call it, it's a city garden, but you go to the Rainier Beach Community Center, and that's where you park, and it's in between there. Oh, Daniel, there is D-Money. There is an email, I believe I may have sent with some pictures, but there's tons on Instagram since you're willing to go in there as well. They're all the same ones on Instagram. Yeah, so that was so fun. I can't wait for the planting as well. So only like a week away.
Yes. Oh my God. And there were like, we worked on the farm, and I swore I seen more bugs in this tiny little garden than I see out at the actual farm. And there was huge worms. Like, I love the planting part. I love the digging part, but oh, gag me with a spoon. I got to get used to these big worms. I don't remember seeing that out at the farm out there, but hey, worms help the earth, helps the soil. Everything plays a part. So come have fun with us. Our CSAs are open, live, popping, ready for you to come sign up. If you are interested in buying a CSA share for this season, please visit the same website, same IG, sign up. The shares are going really fast. What else? There's 2 drop-off locations. Robyn can explain more. I need to be able to explain this too, but not today. There's a different location Robyn can tell us about. Our produce is always so beautiful, so pretty. Tom grows the most beautiful produce ever. They're huge. You could feed a whole family off of some of the produce he gives that you normally couldn't get in the store. And best of all, they're all organic. They're all organic. So please sign up for a share. You sign up for a share, you feed a family. Sign up for a share, feed a family. We do have a free food giveaway. So if you cannot afford if you can afford organic produce, which is healthy for your family, please come visit us, and we have fresh produce for you, no questions asked. Robyn, you want to tell them about that second location?
Yeah, I would love to. So our giveaway is the same place as our CSA pickup, and that is in the central area at Clean Greens Plaza. And the second location is in the Maple Leaf neighborhood. So if that is convenient for you, you can pick up your CSA there. And the location is at New Day Cooperative, and it's on 5th Avenue. The exact location's on our website. But if that makes it like more of a, deal sealer for you to sign up for the CSA, then please do that. But also, even if you aren't even local and you can't sign up for the CSA, you can still support us by sending a donation, which would cover share for somebody else. And of course, even if you're not totally in need, but bills are tight, inflation's going up, if you want to come get veggies from us, please do. We grow a lot, and it's great. So we're getting really pumped for the season to start. one other thing, there's many other things, but one other thing I want to mention is to get on our volunteer list to come out to the farm. And I'm telling you, the benefits of coming to the farm. See, look at us having so much fun. There's the pictures. The benefits are more than just putting in your time. You get a lot out of it. You get free veggies, but you also get that peaceful feeling of the farm. It'll take it'll almost lower your blood pressure. No, just kidding. This is not scientifically, it is proven, but really, yeah, putting your hands in the dirt does a lot for your nervous system, and it has many benefits for yourself as well. So those are pictures of this last weekend out at our new garden in Rainier Beach.
And I know you guys see me standing around. I just have to say, I have back problems this weekend, but I do get down and dirty as well.
Yeah, there's plenty of pictures of you doing work. They scroll through Instagram. I took plenty of you harvesting and everything.
It was my little princess way, but it was so fun. And it was so cool to see the kids have fun. And like Robyn says, once you get out there, once you get out there, it's like this whole different vibe for you, mentally, spiritually, at least for me. And then it is proven that getting back in with the earth and the dirt, even though we've been taught to not like the dirt, is actually helpful to us to a certain degree. Mm-hmm. So yes, please volunteer, sign up for CSA, sign up for the youth program. Clean Greens it's amazing and it's fun and we're all like family. You have a good time coming out. So come join us and follow us on Instagram if you're not already following. Follow, like, and share. What did they say? Like, share, comment. Okay, guys. Do you guys know that it is Black Maternal Health Week? This is a thing. Black Maternal Health Weekend. This is why it's a thing. Because Black maternal health matters. And 52% of postpartum occurs. 52% of maternal death happens after postpartum. And most of the information I'm getting is from our Happy Healthy Dr. Alicia. Please go follow her on Instagram. Washington Therapy Fund talks a lot about Black maternal health, and our VP Kamala Harrison is taking this all the way to the Senate, I think, to talk about it, because it is important to talk about maternal health, specifically for Black women, because a lot of times in medical health care, Black women have not been heard, and they are 3 times more likely to die. 3 times more likely to die. Native Americans are twice as likely to die. Women in rural areas are 1.5 more times likely to die. Postpartum is important. Black Maternal Health Week is important to bring awareness to all the mothers who have died. And then to know that 52% of deaths occur after birth. I'm so happy that we're having this conversation, because when I think about, like, there was years of darkness for me and I never knew what it was, but I was in survival mode and I knew that I had kids to take care of. But there was years of just depression and just, it was heavy. The load was heavy, and you really got to be careful what you're saying to women, what you're saying to new mothers. Everybody's experience is different. So because your experience was beautiful, fun, you didn't have any cramps, no postpartum, doesn't mean that the next person isn't struggling. So please educate yourself on maternal health and how to take care of your women after birth. They are now saying it's the 4th trimester. I wish all of this language was here when I went through my 4 births because it was a struggle. So if you know anyone who is pregnant and you love them, make sure that you take care of them. After they have the baby, take them a dish that they can freeze and just stick in the oven, and just find ways to help and check in with them and make sure that they're okay. Like, even when we're talking about this, I remember that mother years ago. I just happened to see, I think her name was Andrea, I can't remember, who drowned all of her kids, the 5 kids. It just randomly, I was searching something and I seen it, and it was postpartum. I mean, there were signs there that she wasn't doing well and that she may harm herself or her kids. So please listen to the signs. I mean, we women make this thing look good, but sometimes it is not easy. I mean, I had a doctor, I had an experience during birth where something happened and the doctor fixed it and I survived, but she never really discussed with me what it was, what happened. I mean, and it was some serious stuff. I'm just not trying to share it with everybody. I'm sparing you. But it's they don't really communicate. So it's important to know your body, talk to your doctor, express your feelings, and if they're not being heard, check in with another doctor, which also says I saw on Washington Therapy that Black women are 50% more likely to survive if they have a Black doctor. That is something to really sit with and think about that having a Black doctor, you have a 50% more chance to survive. We need to really look into that and get into that. And Vice President is talking about it. Follow her, even if you don't agree on all her what she's doing. Still follow because there are topics that need our word and need our voice in there.
Yeah, I'm glad we're talking about this as well. Thank you for sharing your personal stories.
Yes.
I agree that time after having a child is tough, and it was not a pleasant time for me either. And I'm still working on it, coming to terms with it. But especially to focus on Black maternal health is so crucial. Like, and you said sit with that. It's like that their survival rate increases by having a Black doctor. And we've talked on this show a lot of times about very similar topics, like the hospice care, when they actually have Black healthcare workers. We've talked about a young girl that passed away because she didn't get care right here in Washington. And I know I've brought it up before when, like, even it doesn't matter if you're a millionaire or a celebrity. This still happens. I think it was Serena Williams who started really bringing this story to light, where it's not just like the positive part of them having a Black doctor that increases. It's like, what are the other doctors doing that they're not listening when someone says, this doesn't feel right? Here's the thing. Believing them. I feel like we just talked about this on the show too. Believing last week on Brene Brown, believing someone when they tell you what they're feeling. And even when, here I am, like my brain's all over the place, but even when that Dr. Ben Danielson at Children's, he's at the highest levels of that organization and was getting discriminated against, and said that he advocated for patients who were being discriminated against. And this is life or death, so bringing awareness is important. What we're doing on this show, I'm hoping we can have some action steps to take from this. So we just recently decided to talk about this today, so I haven't determined any action steps for myself yet today.
Well, one of the action steps could be, and I just want to touch on that. You're not all over the place because we're talking about maternal health, but it is still serious to talk about in health, in medical, in regular health, family health. I don't remember if it was you or another parent that I was talking to. We talked about having similar situations happening to us and going to the doctor and getting two different terms of care, where I was kind of brushed off like it was nothing. She had very detailed care, x-rays and all that. Even this past weekend, I'm still blown away that I got the amount of care that I got. Because I remember one time I went and I could barely walk, and the guy acted like he didn't even want to touch me. And I don't even think this was during COVID. Like, I could have broke my ankle or anything. He didn't examine it. He asked me all these random questions that had nothing to do with the pain in my leg. Didn't run any tests. So I left there with no answers to my ankle and scared that I had some other disease he was talking about that he vaguely mentioned, and didn't do any tests. But this week I did get better care for my back pain. And so I am grateful for that. But even when I was doing a survey, I couldn't even say I will recommend this because this is the first time I've ever gotten care where I was actually taken care of. And so shout out to those nurses and that doctor who really took care of me, but it's not always the case. So it is important for us to talk about this. And some of our action steps can be share our stories. Like even on Washington, I think it was either on Washington or Dr. Alicia's, they say share your stories, speak up. With the Vice President Kamala talking about this, we should really stay tuned because I know there's going to be action steps from that to do. So follow Washington Therapy Fund to find more information about Black maternal health and health, mental health. Dr. Alicia shares so much about maternal health, women's health. She shares other people who has platforms who specializes in it. So make sure you follow. These are your action steps today that you can get started until you figure it out is follow Washington Therapy Fund, follow Vice President Kamala. It's VP on on IG. And Dr. Alicia's Happy Healthy Doctor on IG. Follow them guys and just follow the leads because they're going to talk about it. And, you know, even with talking to Delbert, I'm so happy we had Delbert on a couple weeks ago because even when you hear information, you should always research it from other people. So you hear it from one person, you go research it yourself for 3 other people to get the correct information. And I've been doing that, especially with everyone putting out so much information. You have to really make sure that you are getting the correct information. So don't just take what I'm saying for face value or what Robyn's saying for face value. We do our work, but we want you to do your work as well. So talking about even leading into like springing into action. We were talking about, if you're just tuning in, you're tuning into Clean Greens Living Live, broadcasted on Rainier Avenue Radio with your host, Queen Bree and Robyn T. Springing into action. So, you know, we've talked a lot about eating healthy. And so I've been making changes around my house, positive changes. And so talking about research, and I seen on this internet search, there was like a list of teas with toxic levels of pesticides in it. And one of the teas I drink was on there. So I was like, no, because it's my favorite drink. It's my favorite tea. It actually works. But I'm glad I did the research because my tea should not be on that list. So just when I say make sure you're researching, I just want to share that fact that just because somebody posted it on a meme does not mean it is facts. You have to research it. And I was researching because I could not, it's the yogi tea. I love yogi tea. I am not getting paid for this. It's just, it is what it is. It's some good tea.
I've always trusted that yogi tea too. I had an idea too, just to offer something else about the Black maternal health. The action steps that I actually have taken, I don't usually like talk about, I have done this so I can get gold stars or anything. But this is something I have researched before and supported. And so, okay, we're going to want more Black doctors in the delivery rooms as OBGYNs in every space in any hospital. But look at what else we have here. Doulas. Do you know there are doula trainings, and the doula is someone who goes in and assists the birth, and there are trainings here in Seattle as well for Black doulas. And you know what? You can just donate to them.
Nice.
You can donate to them. You can follow them. You can learn from them. I do know some names. Maybe we will get somebody on the show at some point because whenever we talk about these topics, we decide we want to learn more.
You want to deep dive into it.
Yeah. And I think there's research out there as well on like outcomes being more positive when there's doulas there. And a doula is like the person that helps you, not like a midwife, but they're kind of like the middle person between you and the doctor and anyone else there. They're your support person for the birthing person. And it's kind of like a very normal thing. Like it's not normal to birth in a hospital with, people you don't know,
Charges you to hold your own baby. What the heck? That is crazy.
What?
I said the hospital charges you to hold your own baby. Yes, no, it is not normal. You should be giving birth at home. And doulas are very helpful. And a lot of doulas have been staying in the fourth trimester, helping families
Yeah.
through that time. I know I seen one person on Instagram who said her doula helped her. She had preeclampsia after her birth. And so her doula checked in with her and made sure she got her blood pressure checked, and it was extremely high. And she made sure she got there to the hospital, and she had to sit there for a few days. There was another lady who had a doula who would come in at a certain time, I think at night, to take care of the baby so that she can get her rest. So doulas are phenomenal and needed. So yes, please donate, donate, donate. And we'll have all that information either next week or we could put it on our Instagram to be able to donate. That was a good idea.
Yeah, because having that care, it's not like, you're getting some special spa treatment. Like, this is what is needed. It's not healthy, or it's not enough just to expect yourself to be able to do everything when there's an infant, a brand new baby infant. So like, this should just be standard, to have doulas be able to be there for support. So I really hope anybody in any birthing situation, that just becomes standard normal care, because and for the postpartum doulas too. So shout out to all the doulas, and we will include information soon for that.
Yeah, and I think that we got to get out of this talk. It's like, because it's so people think because it's so normal for us to have birth, people don't understand the severity of what it takes for a woman to go through it. Even some women dismiss what other women are going through. Mm-hmm. So it's like, we gotta get out of saying pushing people harder than what they want to go. Right. So because I remember like being pregnant with my first child, and I was in so much pain, and I didn't want to be touched, and it was just too much for me. And I remember the nurse being frustrated with me because I didn't want her to touch me during a contraction. And instead of just being okay with it, she was like, well, I'm going to have to check you eventually. Like, she was just so frustrated with me. And all I was trying to do was like get through the contraction, get through that moment. But we got to stop pushing people farther than they want to go. And like we talked about with Brene Brown, like you mentioned, trust them, listen to them. Even Dr. Alicia gives those advice. So if we have any doctors listening or anybody, trust, listen, talk to them, ask questions, see how they're feeling, believe them. Having a baby, but vaginally or through C-section, I needed a doula when you were born.
Oh,
I needed a doula when I was pregnant because you was crazy. No, just joking. No, my mom, she definitely needed a doula. She's told me some horror stories from when she had me, and I was just like, I couldn't. But yeah, you have to listen, and we got to stop pushing people. If people need to take time to breathe, unless the baby's in danger, I think that we need to take time to breathe, and family really support, really show up. Like, I cannot stress it enough, especially if a parent has more than one child or a new parent. Take a dish, offer to help them clean up, offer to sit with the baby while they get some rest. Sleeping while babies sleep I don't even know who came up with that. Because sleeping while babies sleep is the dumbest advice ever, because there's a whole mess of things, and you're thinking in your mind as a stressed parent, I got to clean this, I got to wash this, I got to get this prepared. There's no sleeping while babies sleep. So just really showing up and stop pushing this be strong narrative on us. They want us to be strong, and then when we're strong, they talk about how we're too independent. So it's like, stop pushing this strong narrative on mothers and really let them be in their femininity, being soft, being vulnerable, needing help, and show up and support them.
That is a great word to leave us with.
Yes.
Don't push the be strong narrative. Help out. Don't ask too much of a woman who just gave birth. Just go do her laundry. Don't even ask.
Don't ignore the signs. If you see a mother struggling with her mental health while she's having a baby, don't ignore the signs. I cannot stress this enough. that lady Andrea has so many signs before she drowned all of her kids. Don't ignore the signs. All right, guys. Sorry to leave you with that heavy note. Up next is Traffic Jam. Thank you for tuning in to Clean Breeze Living Live, broadcasted on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Bye.
Bye.